Thank you so much to EA for making this video possible by providing me with travel to EA Play. Hey everyone, it's Emily, and today we are building a little tiny house. Again, this is one of the houses that I built when I was at EA Play playing the new Island Living expansion, and oh my god, I can't breathe through my nose. Okay, I'm still very sick, and I'm still in LA, so that's super fun. I am supposed to be here for E3 for work, but I've been sick the whole time, so I haven't been able to go, and I've just been hanging out in the Airbnb, trying not to die, and it's been fun. We'll go with that. Anyway, I'm really excited about this house that I built. This was actually the first house that I built there, and the house that I posted first was actually the last one that I built there. It didn't have a bed in it, so sorry about that. I completely forgot the bed, and I didn't even realize until after I'd uploaded the video. Like, I edited it, I scheduled it, and it hadn't gone live yet, but it was already uploaded. And I had this thought where I was like, was there a bed in that house? And there definitely wasn't a bed in that house. So that's fun. And I don't know if you can hear that weird road noise that's happening outside. Sorry about that. But anyway, what else? Oh yeah, also the computer that I was playing on at EA Play, for some reason when I exited the game and went back into it, all of the packs loaded. I know a lot of other people have been saying in their videos that, you know, we only had the base game and the new expansion, and people have been asking me why I had all of the packs. It's because when I exited the game, it just, and then went back in, like after saving, all of the packs were loaded, and I didn't really think anything of it because when I play at home, I have all of the packs, so it wasn't really like out of the ordinary for me. Like, it was more out of the ordinary to only have the new pack. So I just kind of went about my day and built my houses, and I had all of the packs. So I don't know how that happened, but that's why I have all the packs when I'm building these houses. But if you're looking for some base game only or not base game only, but base game and Island Living only builds when the pack comes out, I'll be doing some of those when I get my early access at home to play the game. So don't fret, we'll have some limited pack builds with this pack coming soon. I just didn't do any there because my computer had all the packs installed, so that's fun. But anyway, I also tried a fun new little roofy thing. I learned this from Avalyn. She has this whole tutorial on her channel about how to do these little roof windows. I don't know what to call them. I'm also, like I said, still very sick. My nose, I can't breathe out of it sometimes, and it's just a mess. But she has this whole tutorial on her channel, and I watched it the night before I recorded this because I wanted to try it, and I was like, this is probably not the time to try new things, you know, when you're like on a time limit at EA Play trying to record content. I'm sure that a lot of you guys who are watching this have seen other people's videos and heard what the experience is like, but basically we only have like 2 separate days where we can capture footage, and we have different like capture sessions, and they give us a certain amount of time. So like one day we had 2 hours, the next day we had like 3, and then for anyone who was around later, we got like an extra little bit of time. And yeah, it's all just like very timed. Like for the first day, I didn't notice until the end, but they had like a timer, like a countdown timer clock, and I'm glad I didn't notice because my back was facing it, but it was on this big giant screen, and it was just like countdown to when you have to get off the computer, and that would have stressed me the heck out, so I'm really glad I didn't notice. But yeah, it's a little bit intense, and the first day I was a big old mess, and it was a panic, and I got absolutely nothing useful. Actually, that's a lie. I did go through all of the build mode objects, and I think I'm going to be looking at that on stream on Sunday, maybe? I don't know if I'm going to stream on Sunday. I think I want to. It depends on if I'm still sick or not. I don't know. I come home tomorrow, so when you guys are seeing this, I'll probably be at the airport or on the way to the airport, and then I'll be home Friday night. So that'll be really nice. I'm really looking forward to being home. I feel so terrible, and I actually live not too far from the airport, but I think I'm gonna have my parents come get me and take me home because I could just go back to my apartment where I have no food and no one to take care of me, and I'm still sick, and I'm not gonna want to go out and do anything, and I don't get back until like almost midnight. Or I can have my parents come get me, and then I can go home and stay with their dog. So I think I'm gonna do that. I think that's the plan. Yes, good times. But I've been taking a lot of Ubers recently because, you know, I'm here in LA and I don't have a car, so I've had to rely on Uber a lot. And until like a month ago, I don't even think I had I'd never used Uber before. I'd used Uber once and I wasn't the one who called it, or not, you don't even call it, you just schedule it in the app. But I was with a friend and then they got an Uber and it was a big group, so I didn't even really notice. But recently I had a job interview and then I had to Uber to that because apparently the parking situation around there is confusing. So that was the first time that I ever took Uber, was like to a job interview. So I was like paranoid about that because, you know, don't want to be late to something that important. And then since I've been in LA, like my only mode of transportation has been Uber, and that's been interesting. There have been some times where it's been like I've been by myself in an Uber. I've been pretty much, when I've been in my own city, like in Atlanta, I've only been in Ubers by myself. Like I don't think I've been in an Uber with someone else, but in LA I've mostly been with other people. But I think the only one I took by myself was when I came from the EA Play hotel to the Airbnb that I was staying in for my work trip. And that was really sad because I was just sitting there and like leaving the hotel from EA Play, it just really sunk in that like it was over. And leading up to the trip, I was like, this isn't real. Like The Sims isn't flying me out to LA to play the new game. Like that's not a real life thing that's happening to me. So I just had all of this build up where I was like, this isn't happening. And then it was like, oh, I'm on the way to the airport. Oh, I'm packing. I'm on the flight. That was out of order, but you get the gist. It's like I'm checked into the hotel. Wow, I'm meeting people. Like this is real. This is happening. We're all at Disneyland, which was crazy, by the way. They took us to Disneyland and we didn't even know until like a few days before we left. So that was really, really cool. And if anyone from there is watching this, please do that again in the future. Disneyland was really, really great. But yeah, I don't know. The whole thing was just like crazy and everything happened so fast. And then I was sitting in the Uber on like leaving the hotel after I checked out with all of my stuff, and I just kind of started crying because it was sad. And I was like, wow, that's over. But you know, these things happen, and here we are. One Uber experience, very interesting. And then also that Uber driver was really nice. He was good. Oh yeah, and then Fast Car started playing. So I don't know if you guys know this song, but Fast Car by Tracy Chapman is just, it's a good song, but it's sad. And then that was playing in the car. And then the Uber driver was like talking about her as an artist, and we had this whole conversation about it. And I was like having all these feelings. It was a lot. It was just, yeah, it was a whole thing. And then, another Uber experience was coming back from the Cheesecake Factory. Yeah, so there was a big group of us and we went to the Grove to go to the Cheesecake Factory. I think it was Saturday. Was it? No, I don't know. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what day it was. We went to the Cheesecake Factory. I wonder if Kayla's going to tell this story. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, we went to the Cheesecake Factory. I don't know why that's like the moment in my head that the story needs to start. Like it really doesn't. So we went somewhere to dinner. We had to get home. We take an Uber. So we're in the Uber. There's like 4 of us and we're just, you know, driving along, having a conversation, just laughing, having a good time. And then we're sitting at a red light. Our Uber driver is just there at the red light, minding his own business. And we get rear-ended. Just casually. Our Uber gets in a car crash. We almost die. No, just kidding. It was literally just a bump. And I knew as soon as it happened what it was because I got rear-ended a few weeks ago. And I know what it feels like now to be sitting there and have someone just give you a little bump. And I was like, oh no, we're gonna be here for hours. I don't know why I thought we were going to be there for hours, because when I got rear-ended it took like 30 minutes to get the whole thing resolved, but in my mind it's like the end of the day. I don't know if it was that late. It was probably like close to 10 p.m. at that point, and I just wanted to go back to the hotel and go to sleep. Luckily I had cupcakes, so I was like, worst case scenario, I have a cupcake and I can just eat that. But best case scenario, I didn't know. I was like, what's going to happen? How is this going to go down? What ended up happening was the Uber driver like got out of the car, and then I saw the other guy. First of all, he didn't even like pull over. We were just still in the middle of the road. He just put his hazards on, which that's not what you do. I don't know. LA is wild. Like, the driving situation, insane. I thought Atlanta traffic was bad. Atlanta traffic is nothing compared to LA. It's crazy. Get me out of this city, please. Someone come save me. I want to get out of here. Anyway, yeah, he didn't even pull over. He was just in the middle of the road and puts his hazards on, gets out of the car, which, once again, we're just in the middle of the road. He's getting out of the car, and then the other guy, I like turn to look because I want to know what's happening. I want to know how this is about to go down. And the other guy gets out of the car, and he was a bigger guy than the Uber driver was. So he seemed very mad, even though he was the one that rear-ended us. And then the Uber driver like looked at the car, and then he just got back in, and then he just starts driving off. He just puts the car into drive, and we just keep on keeping on. And I was like, what are you doing, sir? And then we asked him if like everything was okay, and he was like, oh, it's just a scratch, and he was just like mumbling to himself, and then he was like, I'll just let him go, like talking about the other guy. And I was like, oh no. I felt so bad for him, because if it, like, I don't know about you, but I would certainly have wanted to file some sort of report, just because you never know with these things. I don't know. But I think because it was an Uber and he didn't want to get like a bad review or hold us up, he just kind of like let it go, and I felt so bad for him. It was really, really uncomfortable. But then I was also scared, because I was like, I don't know what's about to happen, because they were both getting out of their cars in the middle of the road, and it was just a whole mess. Yes. Anyway, I haven't said anything about the build. This is a cute little house. I like it a lot. And I did remember a bed. I think that this is for like a freelancer, someone who's decided to live on this island because they want to get away from it all, but they probably still have a job. And they just work on their laptop, and they go sailing, and they play with dolphins. I just love this pack so much. I can't wait to have it in my game. Oh my god. I wasn't even looking at my footage. I was just kind of telling a story, and now here I am just staring at the game, wishing that I could play it again. I would really love that right now, please. I want it to be next week. I think I'm losing my mind, guys. Can you tell? I really want to go home. Okay, it's fine. We're almost there. We're getting there. We're really close. And the build is also getting there really close, almost over. Oh, this house is so cute though. I'm really happy with it. I'm looking forward to doing more builds, because obviously I can only do, you know, what I did there, which was like 3 tiny houses, which is fine. I feel like I got a lot done, but I also have more ideas that I've thought of since being there, and I'm really excited to work on those. I think I want to do like a little renovation of the town, or not renovation, but I want to add some more community lots. Like, I always like having a restaurant in every world, and what else? We have a new beach lot type, which I haven't really looked at, and I want to see what that entails, or like what the, not qualifications, but what the lot requirements are, because there's a new beach lot type. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just really excited about this pack. I think it's really good for gameplay and building. Something that I was a little bit disappointed about with Get Famous was I felt like it didn't add that much for builders. Like, it had a new world, and I liked the mid-century modern objects, but the fancier stuff was like not really my style. But I think this world and the new like beachfront lots adds a lot for building, and the stilts and everything. I don't know, I just think it's a good pack all around for everyone. Yeah, I think I'm gonna lose my voice soon. I feel like I'm running out of breath, and I'm just gonna I need to go. Goodbye. I am having a tough time, and I hope that I'm better next time you hear from me, which will probably be in like 2 or 3 days. Hopefully I stream on Sunday. If not, I don't know. If you want to know if I'm streaming, follow me on Twitter, emisims_. See you there. See you later. Thanks for watching. Bye.